Kayla, here's a little video of, I have this little shed I built just for storage. I built it, and then I started doing pottery. So here's my, I don't know if you can see this, but here's my wheel on a tabletop. It's a Shimpo VL Whisper, and I stand up right here and do my stuff standing instead of sitting. Helps my back. And well, I just did here's some pieces just recently done. This is that is chattered. It's chattering. So when you put the glaze on it, the glaze breaks on the high spots and gets darker on the low spots. So, and there's another one. It's cone 6 clay. Got it pretty groggy. But I just tried gouging into it. Anything that you can create high and low spots the glaze will be enhanced from that. So the chattering, you can create these sections like here, these high and low spots, kind of an interesting geometric pattern. Depending on your chattering tool and how, of course, you want it really sharp. It dulls pretty quick. These are the mud tool sponges. But I also use, if I can find it, what happened to it? The regular round. Oh, none in here. I thought there'd be some. So I use the regular little round cheapy sponges. I know somebody, he cuts them in half, and that works out really well. So I've tried that. It works pretty well. But here's the tool bag. Put it this way. So you can see all kinds of little pockets and plenty of storage space there. And so here's all these trim tools. Hold on. So the tools I like the best are Japanese style trim tools. You can make them out of here's one that I made out of a hacksaw blade. Now that's obviously rusting, but hacksaw steel is a much hardened steel, so it holds an edge pretty good. But these are, this is stainless steel. These I got, yeah, definitely you should get that one. I forgot about that. This is a set from Hong Kong or China, and it was like $10 or $11. All these stainless steel, this whole set with the black handles on them. This is from a Sawzall blade, but these were from a guy out in California that I learned a lot from his YouTube channel, and he makes them at his home in Sunnyvale, California. So here, this is like $100 of trim tools, and this is $10 or $11, and they're really the same. So thank you, China, I guess. So these are all the ribs. I talked about the ribs. A lot of these silicone ribs, like I said, I like them. They claim this is a softer I guess, yeah, it is softer. Not much. Different rib shapes. This is the iconic shape. I like this one best. I mean, this is more for like bowls, doing a bowl. This is this company's hard plastic one. The Zim. This one's good for doing coffee mugs if you want that straight-sided, flat bottom. And these are the stainless steel ribs. This is one from this company that I really don't use them that much. So this is super soft. Sorry, that's super soft. What else I got in here? Oh yeah, these rigid stainless steel. It's easy to just get too many tools, but you know, you figure out what you like. That's what it's all about. So these, this one's pretty handy. This one, kind of probably my favorite. That's the one I told you about. This is from these guys. So ribs, yeah, you can have too many ribs, definitely. I don't know where that rust is coming from. They're supposed to be rust proof. And then you get this kind of thing. You can kind of do a serrated edge. You can roughen up an area with these. This gives you multiple mud tools. Yeah, I mean, some that I use pretty much all the time. This is supposed to be these to make a handle. It doesn't work so great, but you pull it through a lump of clay and it makes that shape for like a coffee cup. It's okay, not great. So, and then you know, this came from with my original trim, the little kit that I got when I started. Felting knife. That's a pointy felting knife. And then in here, all these are just to close up bags of clay because, you know, they don't really come with much twist tie. So this, I use a lot of those. And any kind of stick is pretty important. These are pretty standard trim tools. The thing is, all trim tools, nobody ever sharpens these things. So these trim tools, when they come, you buy them brand new, pretty sharp. This is a guy in, I think, Cleveland. He's a machinist and a potter. So he makes these. But they do wear out. You know, clay is abrasive. So, and you can change the tips. That's handy. So, what else do I have in here? Right, the precision applicator. And a little spirit level. You want to always make sure your potter's wheel is level. Like that, you should have a level, even if it's chibi plastic one, to put it down on whatever wheel you're using and just make sure it's level. Because if it's not, it's going to drive you nuts. So, it's kind of a caliper for, you want to measure the width of something, match two pieces together, you need to know the width. So, little things like that. This was the baking department in Walmart, this thing. And some of the stuff is kind of gimmicky. Like here's sometimes you need a sponge on a stick. If you have you made a tall vase or something like that, and you've got water in the bottom, you got to get rid of that water. So this one, it's on a telescoping end. I just don't like the sponge though. So, you know, I made my own, but it's all kinds of stuff. Here's the right online. I talked about the mud tool shredder. Anyway, that's quite handy. And you know, you can get big sponges pretty much anywhere. Horse sponges, car sponge. There's a big rib here. I don't really use that too much. And from this guy Shin Shuen Lin in California that I've learned so much, I bought these from him. This is, well, it's what would you call it? It's to make a, if you want to make the interior in a bowl nice and rounded, this will do it. So it's 4-inch, 4-inch and a 5-inch. So, like those. This is a, what do they call this thing? A lid master, right? So this thing, when you make some kind of container and you're going to make a top for it, you have to know this is designed so that you measure the inside measurement, and it will give up here the measurement you need for the lid. So that's, but they would probably have that at the school. So yeah, here's the sponge on a stick. Just put that on a dowel and a little something to hook it in. The other thing, not a big deal, but this is chamois leather, goatskin leather, and really useful for smoothing the rim of your pot. And I'm sure they'll show you that at school. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff over like a 2-year period, I guess. And some of this stuff is kind of gimmicky. I mean, here's a scoring tool. If you need to put a handle on something, you need to score the clay before you match it up with the handle or whatever you're putting on. So you can do that with anything. Here's the needle tool. You can do it with a needle tool. So these are little trim tools here. But they are steel, hardened steel. They do rust. Oh, there's other sponges, extra ones. You'll need probably that, at least that one. And they'll probably do something similar, but this is kiln tickets. There's a way of, oh, they might do it differently, but the way of measuring the item to be fired, and then depending on the size, you give whatever number of tickets for that. So these, in this case, the tickets are $2 a piece. So these guys can get a little expensive. Depends where they are. If they're out in the country and they're using propane, it's going to be more money. And this is an interesting thing I made. I haven't really okay. So this is a Japanese, the Japanese do what's called throwing off the hump. You put 20 pounds of clay on the wheel and you just pull up a little of that clay, maybe a pound and a half, and you make a bowl or you make a mug. And if you're making a whole bunch the same size, then you can use this And so the depth, you can get the depth, you can get the width. Right. So there's us Occidentals, we have different ways of measuring, but this is how the Orientals do it, at least the Japanese. So. Anyway, you're gonna have fun. So that's the goodies. Yeah, I'll send you this link for the these stainless tools. It's definitely worth the money. A lot of the stuff is kind of gimmicky, but that's a good, you know, it's like $1 a tool, stainless steel. So, all right, I'll see how long this takes to send through Facebook. Is it Facebook Messenger? I guess so. Okay, enough. Bye.